Well, hello everybody. Welcome to my home. My name is Becky and I'm so excited that you're here today. Well, first off, I want to apologize for the sound of my voice. I have been sick. I've been sick with COVID for the last week. I'm feeling much better today, just a little stuffy and a little residual cough, but everything's fine and I'm planning on going back to work Monday and pretending like nothing ever happened. Today what I thought I would do is give you a grand tour of the house. You have been with me from day one, decorating this house with all these millions of decorations, and I thought I would give you just a grand tour of everything on how it looks. And a lot of you were giving me wishes saying, you know, take a break, rest, and I appreciate that so much. I did all of this in a couple of days, so I have been able to rest and enjoy it ever since it was all completed. I started decorating before Thanksgiving, so by Thanksgiving it was pretty much almost done besides a few pieces. So it's just been wonderful to sit back every afternoon, turn on my lights, watch a little Christmas movie and enjoy it and take it all in and just soak up the season. And speaking of the season, I hope you all are having a wonderful holiday season. At this point that you're watching this, it is going to be almost Christmas. I mean, it is kissing us on the cheeks at this point, and it is coming up fast. It has really flown by, hasn't it? Especially losing a whole week of being sick. I have not finished my Christmas shopping, and today is, I don't even know what day it is. All I know is Christmas is next Sunday. It's 8 days away. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to turn this camera around and I'm going to show you everything. And then at the end, I'll give you a nighttime view of how it looks as well. But this is the daytime view of my completed Christmas home of 2022. We're going to start with the outside, and it is, as you can see, full of leaves. I have not had a chance to sweep the porch, and I never did get a rug. Like I said, the season just kind of got away with me, but this is just my simple outside decor to just say, hey, we celebrate Christmas in this house, and we're festive on the inside, if not on the outside, right? So there's my beautiful wreath that my sister made for me, and we're gonna come inside next. And here is the overall view of everything. This is my favorite part of the house, my mantle and my big tree. And you'll see over there, I'll take you closer later. That's my village. And we're just gonna kind of zoom around the house a little bit here. All right. This little area here is my junk area, so don't pay much attention to it, but I did put some little candy canes in my vintage Santa. I think this is supposed to be a planter, but who are we kidding? I can't keep plants alive. So, so that's what I use that for. He's a cute little, he is a hobbyist piece. Someone painted him and he's winking. I just love him. And then the first thing you're gonna see here is my pencil tree. I did add a topper to it, so it is a little more full at the top than it was the last time you saw it. And I got mixed reviews on the grapevine wreath going around there, but I like it. I think it adds a rustic touch to everything. My hutch is all lit up for you, and as you can see, I did add the paper in the background. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but it is up and I did not take it back down, so it does definitely lighten it up in here. But that's my hutch with all of my beautiful Christmas dishes. I changed the bottom up a little bit. I added my new vintage inspired record player and my little putz houses that my friend sent me. So the bottom is a little different than when you saw it last. We're gonna turn around here to the living room. I don't put a lot of pillows on the couches just because, I don't know. I feel like it gets a little crowded when I put a lot of pillows, so I have those too. And my beautiful custom coffee table that David built for me is all adorned with a vintage scarf. And he also made the dough bowl. I just stuck some picks in there and some vintage birds. And I have my candy dish out that I usually like to keep out for guests. And then over here is my china cabinet that has all of my Christmas dishes. Well, not all of my Christmas dishes, but a lot of my Christmas dishes in there. I did a whole video on that. If you missed it, you can go back and watch that. And then I have some vintage kissing angels that I really love, and a Merry and Bright sign. And then over here, I'll show you a closer view of my village that Lily put together for me. Here you go. It looks like a little town. She's got it set up so sweetly with little people. This is the Christmas tree farm. And these guys right here have been shopping. She's been shopping in town. And then it just goes down. And it's just so much fun to look at. Now, I don't have each house lit up separately because I have these overhead lights. This is where I typically keep all of my amber glass. And I like to have it lit up. So I just used the overhead lights and didn't go through all the trouble of putting all the wired lights in. And I'm sorry if I sound short of breath, but it's just part of the healing process for me. This is my beautiful big tree. I used a lot of large ornaments. As you can see, they're, you know, as big as my hand, and filled them in with all different sizes. Just kept red, white, and green as the primary colors. And then for the bottom, I used a wicker tree collar. And then my beautiful mantle that David built me as well. I always love to decorate it over the top and just busting out with picks and flowers and beautifulness. And I have a couple of family pictures here. And this is just a little handmade picture frame that I have of my family. That's before Summer and Michael got married. He didn't have a hat then. And we have our stockings. All right, so I've shown you the hutch. So let's go to the dining room here. This is my dining room table that I have all decorated with just a mixture of what I had left from the hutch and some vintage pieces. And this is my tiered tray. I had a whole video for that as well. If it looks interesting to you, you can go back and watch that. And it is decorated in the front and the back. So let me come around here on this side. David's whistling in the background. He's outside. He's building a tiered tray for my niece for Christmas. And if you hear sawing or sanding, that's him. Okay, and then here is my Amazon shelf. I don't know what else to call it but my Amazon shelf, because it's a modern shelf you can buy off of Amazon. And I just decorate it for all the big holidays. I take everything down and start fresh and just go to town. I added my vintage jingle bells there. I'm really enjoying them there. And this was something new that I added. I got it from a yard sale. And my tree's a little crooked, I know. I've straightened that tree a dozen times already. Here is shelf number 2. Everybody loved the Dancing Santas. That was a big hit with everybody. And then the second big hit was this piece here, Sleeping Santa, that I got at a thrift store for $3. I think the name of the brand of Santa is Fabrique, I believe is the name of him, because it's like he has hardened fabric here. And I think that's what it's called. And then here's the next shelf here. That little sign, if you did not get to read it during my Decorate With Me, it says, the magic of Christmas is not in the presents, but in his presence. So I really love that saying. And I wish I had focused on it more when I was doing the Decorate With Me, but I was kind of zooming right through. And there is all of my Johanna Parker pieces. All right, I'm standing back up. I didn't get to show you this cute little night light. I keep it on all the time. It's got a little bubble light in it. I really like that. Okay, guys, let me come over here. We're gonna go in the kitchen. Oh, wait, over the door, this was something new that I did this year, had never done before. I put 2 garlands around the door and then just filled it full of random picks. Eucalyptus was the pick of choice this year for everything, and it really made a big impact on all of my displays. So I really love the view that I get when I'm standing back here and you see all of this. It just looks magical, other than the trash can. I can't do anything about that. But I just like the view that you get. And then here are the kids' stockings. And I've got them hanging on my blanket ladder. And then when you come in the kitchen, we'll start at the top here. I added that little snowman blow mold. He is new, but he goes well with the vintage Santa one. But he came from Big Lots. And he was only like $10, I think. And then I got him 25% off. And then over here is my little Mrs. Claus's kitchen setup that I have on top of my shelves with I left some of my Pyrex up there. That Santa cookie jar was a big hit, another big hit with you guys that you really loved. And then the top of my refrigerator kind of stayed the same. I did add that little sign and some little jingle bells. This is another family picture when the kids were little. I took that. We had it all set up. They're tied up with vintage Christmas lights. That's 2 of my nephews. They're grown men now. And then Summer and Lily when they were younger. And then here's my countertop. We've just got a little vignette in each corner. I did hang this little scarf here and with the little hats. I had a lady, she said, a toboggan is what you ride down a hill in the snow. But it is a where you're from on what you call it. I've always called them toboggans, but I thought that was funny. But anyway, the winter hats. And then I remembered to light my candle this time on my noodle board. David built that for me as well. And here's my other vignette over here. I love this little area. And I did add some coffee mugs here for whoever wanted to make cocoa. And that whoever would be Lily, because she wants to be treated like she's eternally 8 years old when she comes home for Christmas. And wants me to fix her hot cocoa every day. And I did change this out because I was gifted these little animals, and I had picked up the other pieces from the thrift store, so I switched out the wooden one for this one, and I love the way that all the mixed batch pieces go together. So that's a little different than what you saw last time. All right, let's go into Lily's room. Oh, the guest bathroom first, and then we'll go into the guest room. So I've got all the lights on, so you can't really see the tree lights, but we did change things around in here a little bit because I changed the bottom shelf of the hutch. So this is new. It's not new, it's just different. And the top piece up here. I got the Mr. and Mrs. Claus kissing from Nesting Haven. I won it on one of her auctions. And that's all the same. And I'm going to turn around here. Do you like my dress? And here is the tree that Lily decorated. And I did come in a vlog and I added some more balls to the tree to kind of fill it out a little more because it looked a little bare. Still pretty, but just a little bare. And then we're going to come in here to the guest room, aka Lily's room. This room is magical. I love it. Well, we'll start here. Have Mr. and Mrs. Claus on the wall. And then we have this little side table with a Christmas tree. And I'll show you these pictures as well. I don't have all of my Christmas pictures out, but I have a few. And then me and the girls and my sister Lily in our Christmas PJs. And then we put some garland behind the bed, lit it up, put some Christmas sheets on. And over here is the big tree in the room. It's so pretty in here at night. I can't wait to show you what it looks like at night. And then we've got above the dresser decorated. And there's some more pictures. This is just some random pictures that I took of the girls. And then we have this little shelf here that I shared with you in another video of a few vintage pieces that I have collected. And I think that's it, other than my bedroom, which is where I have my vintage tree. We're going by the sawmill, so there's where David's at. He's out there sawing, so we might hear him. And this is my tree, my bedroom, and it has not changed. It's just a simple little tree in here with all of my vintage ornaments and vintage tree skirt. And Lily hung all those icicles up. And I love the colored lights in here. And I just added that little tree over there, a pillow. I did change out the bedspread to get the orange out. And this blanket, I changed that out. And that's kind of all I did in here. And it is the most wonderful time of the year. So that's it for my bedroom. I want to show you my earrings. Can you see how gaudy and delicious they are? My niece gave me these a couple of years ago. They're pretty heavy. You see how far down my earlobes are hanging? They're kind of heavy, so I can only wear them like short periods of time. So I thought this would be a good time to show them off and wear them with this video. I want to thank you all for the last 8 months. Your positivity has just been such a bright light in my life. All of your comments and your gestures, they're just amazing. It makes me realize that there are still so many good people left in the world. No matter how dark it gets, there's still good in this world, and you guys have proven to me that that is so, because I see it in your comments. I see it in the little friend mail that you send me, just the little gestures, and it means so much, because I went into this experience not knowing what to expect. When you deal with social media, you have to take the good with the bad, and I knew that, and I expected that, but honestly, it's only been good, with the exception of maybe 2 or 3 people or comments. Everything else has been nothing but kindness, pure kindness, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And on behalf of myself and David and my 2 girls, Summer and Lily, we want to wish you and your family the merriest of Christmases. I love you all, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.
It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down for business in my little present shop, when the bell on the door jingled once more, and then time almost came to a stop. But somehow I knew, and maybe so did you, that everything would change from now on. Yes, from this Christmas on, this Christmas on. Decorating Christmas sun. We forgot what you came for, and in the coffee shop just next door, we talked for hours on end. And somehow